Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and to my old subscribers, you guys has been amazing. So in today's video I'll be talking about tips, advice on how to start a packet woman hair business in Nigeria and in Africa, because hair business is one very lucrative, it's one of the most lucrative business in Africa, in Nigeria right now. Everybody wants to go into hair business, and truly it's really a lucrative business because every woman wants to look good, every woman wants to carry, have a beautiful hair. And I also have a lot of subscribers and also viewers that are also into hair business, so I just decided to share my little tips, advice on what to look out for when starting a hair business, just to share my little experience and little advice too I have for you. So if you are having it at the back of your mind to start a hair business, or you have already started it, you can also learn from this video as well. And if you are interested in knowing the tips, advice and what I have to say in this video, keep watching. So there are different things that you need to look out for in starting a hair business. It's not something that you just go into. So the first thing that you need to look out for is what are the types of hair that you want to, packet hairs that you want to go into. Yes, you don't just start, you have to know the type of packet hairs that you want to go into. For example, there are 3 categories of packet hair right now in the market, which are blend hair, synthetic hair, and packet woman hairs. But the most popular and the one that people really want to buy more these days is a blend hair and woman hair. So we'll be focusing more of that. And I also have a lot of tons of videos that have talked about different types of packet woman hair, which I will leave in the link in the description box. So you have to know the type that you want to go into. Either is blend, either you want to go into blend hair, you want to go into packet woman hair, you want to go into synthetic, but you just have to decide on the type you want to go into. And now my advice is, if you want to go into a business, I will advise you to start with maybe, if possible, the 3 types, or majorly, because these days, to be sincere, people don't really like using synthetic hair much. So I will advise you to start with packet woman hair and blend hair, because they are the ones that is trendy right now, and they also last longer. So you go into packet woman hair and blend hair so that you have both in your store or your online or whatever means you want to be selling it, so that at least your customers can, there will be something for everyone. Yes, because to be sincere, it's not everybody that can afford packet woman hair, and at the same time it's not everybody that wants to buy blend hair. So at least you should have everything for every customer that comes into your shop or that contacts you online, that they want to buy any type of hair. So you don't have to focus on one. For example, if you are in a student environment, like a student that wants to start hair business, you just have to start with you have to start with both, or if possible the 3 types, because students. But the funny thing is that students buy the most expensive hair, but I'm just trying to be realistic here, so you need to do with the 3 types. So because it's not so there will be something for everyone to buy. Then you also check your environment to know the types that you will focus more on. Maybe you will do it like maybe 30 40 60 40 or 70 40, maybe woman hair 60%, also blend hair 40%, just like that. But just my advice for you is to start with the 2 or 3 types of blend hair. So this brings me to the next point or tips. The next thing you should look out for is, who are your target customers? Yes, this is very, very important to look out for when starting a packet woman hair business, because if you have to know the type of people that you really want to target. Do you want to go for the high class kind of people, or you want to go for a middle class or lower class? This will determine the type of hairs that you will buy more of. So you have to study your environment, or the place that you intend getting a shop. or even if it's online, because it's not everybody that can afford a physical store. So you have to have you have to have your audience in mind, your customers in mind, the type of people that you want them to patronize you. Is it for the rich? Is it for the average? Is it for the low class? But I will just advise you to try as much as possible to balance everything, because to be sincere, the world is hard right now. Buying hair is very, very expensive, because sometimes you might think that, oh, people will buy the expensive one, and you'll be surprised they might not buy. So you have to target your customers so that you don't end up buying packet hairs that will tie your money down. At the end of the day, it will be very difficult for you to sell. So know the type of people that you want to that will be your target customers. So this also that is why that number one is also very, very important, because with that if you know the target customer, that is when you'll be able to determine the types of hairs that you concentrate more on. So but my advice is just make sure that your hair that you are going to sell will cater for everybody, like every category, every classes of people. So just make sure you know your target customer, you know the type of people that you want to go buy hair for, because there are some people that will tell you she doesn't sell the category of hair. There are some people that they sell luxury hair. Some strictly they sell only human hair, blend hair, and all of that. But the most important thing is that make sure you know your target customers, those that you are really focusing on. But I just my little advice is, I just believe that try as much as possible to cater for everyone, especially when you are just starting. It brings me to the third point, which is, who is your supplier? Where are you going to supply? Where are you going to get these hairs from? Where are you going to source these hairs from? This particular point is very, very important, and I see that a lot of people are making mistake from this point and this tip that I'm about to make. Yes, this is very, very important. Have it in mind. You should know where you are buying your hair from and the market you are buying your hair from. So first of all, what I want to say before I will give you my little advice, when it comes, this particular tip is very, very dicey, and it's very, very, should I say, somehow it's not hard, but at the same time it's very difficult. I have noticed that a lot of people that want to go into hair business make this mistake. Yes, that's the bitter truth. They want to have a supplier. They want to start buying hair directly from the manufacturer. Guys, to be sincere, this is not that easy, and this is where a lot of people are being scammed, because they just want to, I know, fine, everybody wants to go into business, making a huge amount of profits. You want to buy it at cheaper price and sell at least at a reasonable price for you to make your profits. Yes, I understand, but at the same time, it's not easy like that to get the manufacturer directly, because one, getting a hair manufacturer directly, it requires a huge amount of money. Yes, if you want to buy from a manufacturer, you are talking about millions of naira. And can you afford that? Can you afford to put millions of naira into a business that you are just starting? It's not advisable. It doesn't make sense that way. So don't be in a hurry to start, and you want to have a direct contact with a manufacturer. These manufacturers, they want people that want to buy in large quantities, and which I know, to be sincere, most of us don't have that fund. Most of us don't have that money into that, and which is not advisable, because you are just starting this business. You don't really know much about this business. You don't even know how people are going to buy these hairs from you. So you spending such an amount of money importing these hairs directly from the manufacturer that you are just starting, it doesn't make sense, because you don't even know how your customers, how fast, yes, you are going to sell these hairs. Because most of these manufacturers, they don't want somebody that want to buy in small quantity. Like few years, I think, was it years ago, I was chatting with a manufacturer from, I think, Vietnam, was chatting with me to come and buy hair from them, So I said, this, I want to buy this little amount. They said, no, they don't sell that, they sell large amounts. So I said, okay, that maybe in future, if I can afford that, I will contact them. So don't know your source. Start from the grassroots. Start from the scratch. That is my advice for you. Start from the scratch. Don't be in a hurry to, like, you want to get a direct supplier, you want to get a direct manufacturer. That is even when you get some of them that will come to you that they are direct manufacturer, they are direct supplier, they might be fake. You might end up getting into the wrong hands. So you just have to be very careful. Start from the scratch. And this brings me to the market that you can buy this S from, at least in wholesale price to start with. First of all, there are three markets that you can buy packet that they deal majorly in packet airs, all types of airs in Nigeria, and they are Lagos and Balogun market in Lagos, Trade Fair market, and also Onitsha. But I don't really know much about Onitsha market, but from a reliable source and from people that I know, they said they have much, but they don't really have much there. So maybe if you are in the east, you can start from Onitsha. But if you have that chance of coming to Lagos Island, that's Balogun market, or coming to Trade Fair, you can come. They have hairs that they sell in wholesale. So from there, you can buy, and they have all types of hair, blend hair, synthetic hair, human hair, packet human hair, all types of hair. Even they have naked ones. So it just depends on the one that you can afford. Start from there. Buy from there. Come to the market yourself. See things for yourself. Then from there too, you can collect numbers from any of the wholesalers there. So you don't have to stress yourself of coming to the market at all times to buy. You can just send them your order, and they will deliver it to you in your any state that you are. So please, I will advise you, don't be in a hurry to start looking for a supplier or a direct manufacturer. It doesn't come that way. It's not easy that way. So that you don't fall into the wrong and you don't start spending money on a business that you don't even know how it will turn out. Which, by the grace of God, I wish you all the best, that you make sales. But a business that you are just starting, start small. Source, start from the lowest level. Start from the local level. That is what I advise people. Start within. Don't be in a hurry to start going international, because you might not be able to afford the money and there are risks involved. So that's it for that point. Then this brings me to the next point. How much do you have to invest into starting a packet human hair business? Yes, this also is another very crucial point and crucial thing to look into. To be sincere, packet hair or hair business generally is a very lucrative business, but at the same time is capital intensive. Yes, let me use a layman English. It requires a huge amount of money to start. Hair business is not something you will get your profit, but it's not something that you start with small amount of money. You have to start either averagely or start it big if you really want to invest on it. So now, which is the right amount of money that you can use to start a packet hair business? Let me say this first. It depends on the type of hair that you want to go into, but whichever one, like I mentioned, maybe is the packet human hair, blend human hair, or synthetic you want to go into. So that will determine, or if it's the three or the both, that will determine the amount that you can use to start, which is not really so specific. But if I want to be sincere with you, if you want to really start big, especially when you are starting, opening a physical store, guys, you need at least about 500,000 naira to start a packet hair business. Even that 500,000 set doesn't mean it will really cover a lot, especially when you are starting in a physical store. You have at least 500,000 naira. That is the least amount. Like if you still want to if you want at least for people to see, you want the shop to be full, which I'm not even guaranteeing with that 500,000 naira, to be sincere. But if you are starting online or you are starting in your house, at least 200,000 naira, which is not even up to even 200,000 naira to start a business. Instead, to start a packet woman hair business, you cannot even buy anything. So if you are starting, just have it at the back of your mind, especially when you are having a store, a physical store, with budgeting like 500k. That's the least amount that you can invest on a hair business. This brings me to the next tip, and which is add other hair care products into the business. Yes, you can also, don't focus on hair alone, you can also add hair care products into it, so that at the same time as customers are buying hair, you are also, they can also buy shampoo, they can also buy accessories, they can also buy other things also in your shop, because sometimes a customer might not really want to buy hair, but they want to buy maybe hair care product or product to apply on their hair. So at least two, that also will even be bringing more money into the business, and it also keeps the business going. And this brings me to the last tip, which I feel is really, really very important, because it will determine how loyal, and also it will help you bring back customers into your shop, is have idea of how to style, or have ideas on the different types of products that your customers can apply on their hairs. Yes, people might want to ignore this tip, but it's very, very important, because I'm talking from experience. This can make you, to have a returning and loyal customers. Have idea of the different type of hair care products that your customer can apply on their hairs after buying from you. Yes, it's very, very important. For example, a customer might just come and buy a product. After buying buy a hair. After buying that hair, you can just like, oh, you need this, so even if you don't have the product, even if you don't sell those hair care products, have idea so that you recommend for them. You just tell them, oh, buy this product, it will help you to maintain this hair. Don't use this product. Tell them product to use and not the one not to use on every particular hair. For example, if a customer buys a curly hair, you should be able to tell the customer, for this curly hair you are buying, make sure you use this particular product to apply on it. Or if any, don't just assume that it is the work of a hairstylist. No, it's not only the work of a hairstylist to do that. You, even as a hair seller, you can also do that. You can also recommend. At least I've used that to win the heart of some of the people that patronize me in from hair and wig that I sell to them. So you can do that also. Recommend products. Tell them the right products to use on any type of hair that they buy from you. That will make them come back. That will make them loyal to you, that they will like, I love this hair vendor. She always, or if they have any issue with that, okay, you can tell them, use this particular shampoo, use this particular conditioner to apply in this hair, and it will come out nice. With that, you can win the heart of a customer, and they will have that confidence in coming back to patronize you, in coming back to buy hair from you. So it's also another way of is another way of you being different from other hair sellers in the hair business, because the business, to be sincere, is becoming saturated. So you have to do some little things that will make you stand out. So these are my little tips and advice that I have for those that are planning of starting a hair business in 2021. And also, if there's anyone too that I did not add, you can also make your own contribution. I always appreciate your comment. I also appreciate your contribution in the comment section, because like I always say, I don't know it all, but these are my with my little experience, advice, tips that I can give you. And I wish you the best in as you start this business, in your journey to starting a hair business. And if you have watched to this point and you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button to join the family. You will not regret it. And also click on the notification bell to get notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye for now.